I'd like to welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog back with another one take review. And I got one I've been looking forward to doing. It just came out today. Dragon Ball Super Chapter 69. The development of Planet Cerulean. Yeah, something like that. Planet Syria. Cerulean's planet. Nonetheless, we get some more backstory with Granolah. We are getting more backstory with Granolah than I think we've got with any other antagonist because they called him the antagonist for this arc. I don't know if that's seeming like the case right now. It might be one of those situations to where like, hey, this guy had good intentions and might go down a bad path later on. But as of right now, he just seemed like he's really hell bent on revenge though. And he wants Frieza, but you have to also understand that like the saiyans were doing Frieza's bidding, which is some more stuff we get like we talk about this chapter, because you have the whole Lord Beerus and Vegeta thing, which I thought was amazing. One, for Beerus' characters, most of we seen, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, and I think everybody can agree with me on this. Vegeta character is the most developed character throughout the series. Since Gohan is just like chilling, you know what I'm saying, being a professor, which is what he wanted to do since he was a kid. Vegeta character has continued to grow throughout, and he has to address some things of his past, and we're like, Beerus basically confronts him like, you're steady holding on to the sins of every Saiyan before you. Like, you have to let that part of you go, you know? And we get the confrontation I personally have been waiting on ever since I found out that Beerus was the person who basically ordered Frieza or suggested Frieza to kill the Saiyans. I'm like, how is Vegeta going to react to this? Okay, because one, it's kind of, granted, him and Beerus, I wouldn't call them necessarily friends per se. They both just basically lose each other for something. Vegeta basically uses him to be around Whis. Get stronger. Beerus uses him for food. Okay, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's no real bond there. So Beerus basically tells him like, try me, I will kill you. There's nothing you can do about it. Vegeta goes into a rage. Whis Whis and Goku pretty much just stopped training. Like, what is going on over there with Vegeta? Like, and I'm pretty sure Vegeta hearing this, he got another power boost. That's typically how it works. That rage. But the fact of the matter is, it didn't do nothing. Nothing. Like, Beerus defeated Vegeta with minimal effort. Minimal effort. Like, it's Vegeta going all out. He's pissed. Like, if Vegeta was strong enough to, I'm almost positive he would have killed Beerus in that moment. The fact of the matter is, he's not though. And by a long shot, Beerus breezed by, and that's why I'm trying to tell people a lot of times. Like, Beerus is the real God of Destructions. I see Goku like going MUI, and everybody's like, oh, he can definitely beat Beerus. Like, Beerus is on a completely different playing field, okay? And like, for Vegeta to power up to his max and still not be able to do anything to the guy, that lets you know. But it wasn't really about that. One, in a way it was, because he's like, as long as you still battling that stuff from your past and your past sins and not letting those things go, you'll never be able to obtain the power that I have. Which is seeming like it's Hakai. That's the technique that Beerus is talking about. We've seen it, but we've seen it in like the anime, and I think the anime is kind of what like going to mess a lot of people up, because a lot of people gonna be like, oh, Topo used Hakai and he was spamming it. You know, if you read the manga, you know that the only person we've seen use Hakai is like Beerus, and Goku used it once, but if you go back and actually read the chapter in which Goku used it, he kind of used the power of Super Saiyan Blue. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's the correct way to use it. That's why he said, like, he said in this chapter, like, I tried it, but I messed up when I used it. So even though Masu did grab mine, and that was kind of like why Goku stopped, but yet at the same time, I still don't think Goku just perfected it just by simply watching what Beerus did. I think there's much more to the technique. And I do think Vegeta's going to learn this, because overall, I think Vegeta eventually, I think for a long time we've been like Vegeta should be the person to kill Frieza. Like Frieza's died, but the only thing about this, Frieza has lost to Goku, he lost to Trunks, he came back and he lost to Goku again. So Vegeta beating Frieza wouldn't land as much, even though I still think he deserves to like completely get rid of him. Because this time I don't think Frieza dies. I think Frieza is erased. Okay, like, because once you use a Kai, the person no longer exists. So I think that's what Vegeta's going to do. But I still need to see him get a transformation. I hope it's nothing like what Toppo was doing in Tournament of Power. I hope Vegeta actually gets a transformation. Fingers crossed still on Super Saiyan 4. Or some version of that. Because even in this episode, we see that Granolah still lives on his past planet. Yet he lives up in the mountains. They share it, or it's the Shigarians and Sugar, you know that cereal, Sugar and cereal. I love the little names for him, and he also lives with an old Namekian. Now this is another thing that I really enjoyed about the chapter is that the fact that we exploring the lore of the Dragon Balls more, because we know that the Super Dragon Balls were the original. They were the first ones that started, and the Namekians created their Dragon Balls from the Super Dragon Balls. But now I feel like there's more to it than that. Because if you look at Shenron and Porunga, they look different. And I always thought, just because like who it was, but I think it depended on whoever created those Dragon Balls. And however the Dragon Balls are created, I feel like that's their power. How big the Dragon Balls are, and as far as their size. Because if you think about it, Earth Dragon Balls were able to grant one wish. When we first introduced, like the small Dragon Ball, they was able to grant one wish, I want to say. And we saw the Namekian Dragon Balls were very big. So they was Porunga was stronger. He's able to grant more wishes. And the Super Dragon Balls, you able to grant. The dragon's able to grant any wish you want. So that's how I think the Dragon Balls are. Like the more they are and the bigger the Dragon Balls are, the stronger the dragon is and the more power the dragon has to grant certain wishes. Granolah ends up finding and these Dragon Balls don't have two. They don't have one and a 2-star Dragon Ball in order to summon the dragon. But you can see that this dragon is noticeably smaller. So Granolah's wish to become the strongest, don't think it's going to be able to be granted, simply because that's going to be out of the dragon's power. And that just, only dragon I think you can wish that from is probably the dragon that comes with the Super Dragon Ball. So I don't know exactly what he's probably going to change his wish to, because it's going to be having something to develop his strength. Not only that, we still have Elect who just found out all the stuff about the Dragon Balls. So I'm pretty sure he's going to, I don't know if he's headed there right now. It seemed like Granolah had a pretty good, like, the things happened like simultaneously. So, and it took a while to get to Granolah's planet. So I don't think that the Elect will have time to go there and like intercept and make his own wish. But I do think he's going to be out searching for the Dragon Balls. I just wonder which ones is Elect going to search for? Is he going to go to Namek and get theirs? Is he going to go to Earth and get theirs? Because like you have to notice that the Dragon Balls multiple places, and it's just like and we've seen all the stuff that 7-3 showed Elect. So it all depends on where he goes to get the Dragon Balls. Are there any other Dragon Balls out there other than the ones we've seen thus far? Because we didn't know other Namekians was around. But I'm happy that we do, because that kind of makes sense. And the fact that the Ceruleans and the Namekians used to live together before the Saiyans invade. There's so much. I think the lore of Dragon Ball is being expanded. I'm liking the writing so far. If Granolah actually ends up being the antagonist in which we think he is said to be, this is going to be one of those antagonists that you actually feel for and understand their motives, and not just somebody who just want to be strong for the sake of being strong. So I'm really enjoying where it's going. Thought the chapter was great. I'm loving it. I look forward to this every single month, so be on the lookout for my reviews. Let me know what you thought about the chapter down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys stay safe, and I'll catch you with you guys later. Peace.